I got them people shaking in them boots. I told y'all we riding on the interstate. Windows down, the AC unit is gone. The windshield is cracked. The truck runs hot every now and then. And I don't know if it's on empty or full because the gas handle don't work, but Patriots will ride. We encourage everybody to go out and vote. But this thing is getting spicier and spicier. I told y'all these next 5 months, put your seatbelt on because this truck got a recall on it now. It got a recall on it. And 2 of the tires is showing thread in the back. So if it starts raining, we're at risk. But hey, man, let's jump straight into this. I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life, man. We're living in some dark times, y'all. America isn't America anymore. People are sick and tired of being sick and tired. People are tired, exhausted, man. You know, just trying to put food on the table, man. Trying to make it to tomorrow. You know, the criminals are smiling right now, y'all. The criminals are smiling more than my good folks. Oh, boy. But y'all know all the issues and problems that are going on. I don't got to go down the list. I really don't, man. But this rally we just had in Las Vegas, man. Wow. It was something. So let's go and jump straight into it. And again, man, I'm wishing the best in all you guys' life. Y'all spread the love. Make sure y'all drop a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And just know this thing's finna get real. Oh, boy.
I'm Joey Jones, along with Molly Lon, Cheryl Cassoni, and Charlie Hurd, and welcome to the big weekend show. We've got a big story tonight. Trump's hot streak in hot Las Vegas.
Las Vegas.
It's 110, but it doesn't feel it to me, right? So we'll stay out here for a little while. If anybody gets tired, you'll let me know. You know, they were so worried. Everybody was so worried yesterday about you. And they never mentioned me. I'm up here sweating like a dog.
Yeah, I feel his pain. So he also made a big promise. He says he'll get rid of taxes for service workers who make tips. A new Fox poll showing Trump is leading Biden in Nevada. And
oh, boy. Yeah, man, people's president, y'all. He's been mentioning a lot of important things these last couple of months, especially in these interviews and rallies. Yeah. A lot of situations that are affecting us, the people. Boy. And one of the big things that was said yesterday in the rally was, you know, tax cuts, man. Shout out to all the hard workers out there. Yes, indeed, man. Y'all say tips are gifts. Tips are gifts. We know a lot of y'all be lying on that thing anyways. You lied on your tax return this year. I know. Y'all not slick now. I ain't gonna snitch. I ain't gonna rat y'all out. I'm gonna shh. I know some of y'all was filing your taxes and just straight up lied. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Oh, boy. Y'all not fooling me now. I'm gonna be quiet though. Shh.
And today, Trump said if he wins Nevada, quote, we will win the whole thing. Fox News senior correspondent Alicia Acuna is live near the Las Vegas Strip. Alicia, what do you got?
Hi, Joey. Really good to see you. You know, former President Trump, when he was in California, he raised $33.5 million in private fundraisers. Then he came here to Las Vegas and made news when he made this campaign promise.
This is the first time I've said this, and for those hotel workers and people that get tips, you're going to be very happy, because when I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips. It's been a point of contention for years and years and years, and you do a great job of service, you take care of people, and I think it's going to be something that really is deserved. More importantly, popular or unpopular. I do some unpopular things too if it's right for the country. I do what's right.
The Culinary Union, which represents 60,000 hospitality workers, issued a statement reading, relief is definitely needed for tip earners, but Nevada workers are smart enough to know the difference. Real solutions and wild campaign promises from a convicted felon. During his western state swing, Trump has also continued to hammer President Biden's executive action to curb the number of migrants seeking asylum.
Has anybody found out the crime yet? No? Damn. I thought somebody by now would tell me the crime. Nobody? Nobody. Boy, that banana, you better not take a bite of that banana pudding. You better not take a bite out that banana pudding. Put that spoon down. I know it look good on the outside, but you better not take a bite of that banana pudding.
Crooked Joe signed an executive order that is pro-invasion, pro-child trafficking, pro-woman trafficking, pro-human trafficking, and pro-drug dealers. It's a pro-drug dealer bill. It's weak. It's ineffective. It's what he signed. What he signed means nothing. In fact, it makes it easier. In my opinion, it opens the border still further. If Joe Biden truly wanted to sign an executive order to stop the invasion, right now, all he needs to do is say, I hereby immediately reinstate every single border policy of a gentleman named Donald J. Trump.
From here, Trump heads back to Mar-a-Lago. Joey?
Alicia, thank you. All right, Cheryl, I want to go to this first. Trump is leading Nevada by 5 points, and that's, I think, smart math here. I think a 7-point swing out of the outcome from 2020 where he lost 50 to, I think, 48%. So there's a big swing there right now today, and he goes out there today and he says, listen, I'm going to take away this tax on people earning their living through tips. I always carry cash to a restaurant just so I can tip in cash in hopes they don't have to claim it. Is that something that will resonate beyond maybe the union's little
Absolutely,
response?
especially in a place like Nevada, where that is a major services sector area. That is tourism, that is the casinos, that is the convention center. So absolutely, that message is going to resonate in a place like that state. But also, too, you know, if you look at the other pieces of the poll that we did here, you know, as far as them feeling bad about their finances, 4 times as many in the state of Nevada say they are falling behind financially. That's 49%. Falling behind financially. 13% say that they are getting ahead, whether it's housing, whether it's taxes, whether it's the fact that the inflation is hitting them in their pocketbooks. All of those messages are, at the end of the day, really resonating, not just in that state, but across the country. It's obvious.
Seems like they would.
We thought it was brilliant for him to say that again in Las Vegas. Smart move.
Regardless of your partisan lean, I mean, more money in your pocket, Charlie, that seems like a good idea. Trump had more things to say about his opponent, not just that the border policy was a bad idea that Biden just signed. This is what he had to say about this coming up debate that we're going to have.
Remember when Joe said it's great to be in Idaho and he was in Iowa? He always does that. If I ever did that, it would be over. They'd say that's the end of his political career. He's cognitively impaired. No. You know, I had a second test. I aced it. I aced both of them. Not easy to ace. Biden should have a cognitive test, number one. They say it's unconstitutional. That's a good excuse. He should have a cognitive test, and before the debate in 2 weeks, he should take a drug test, because I'm willing to take one.
What do you think about that, Charlie?
Well, you know, this is a good reminder of how completely unpredictable Trump is and how entertaining he is on the stump. You know that his decision to announce the thing about tips was not something that was focus grouped. That was not something that was part of a 10-point plan that his economic team came up with. He realized the value of it and he jumped on it. I think the fact that the service unions had to put out a statement so quickly is evidence of how effective that plank could be. And it, once again, as we've seen with a lot of the other unions, shows the division between the union's leadership themselves and their members. Their members are going to love this. The members don't care what their union.
We see that a lot with the Republican candidates, especially Trump, where the members are blue collar and more conservative. Molly, one of the topics he hit on right there in Las Vegas was immigration. And not every Democrat, I guess, believes or is willing to acknowledge Trump's immigration policy was successful. This is what Chris Coons had to say today.
Former President Trump tried to use gimmicks like building a border wall and is now threatening to nationalize to federalize the National Guard and use it to deport tens of millions of people already here in the United States. The difference between Trump's approach and Biden's approach is one of cruelty versus effectiveness.
Yeah, let's look at this poll real quick just to juxtapose to that. This says 62% of respondents favor Trump on the border to where 38 oppose. I feel like maybe Democrats are off base on this.
Yeah, and President Trump there, as we were talking about doing some things that voters are appealing to, talking about the tips in a place like Las Vegas and Nevada, where cares so much about tourism. When he's going after this particular issue, it's something a lot of voters are paying attention to. This is something they deeply, deeply care about. And it's across a broad spectrum. But what are the challenges, particularly in Nevada? And this is from the New York Times just last month. In Nevada, two of Mr. Biden's biggest problems, his weakness with Hispanic voters and pessimism over his handling of the economy, seem magnified in that particular state. Pretty challenging thing. Now, there hasn't been a GOP nominee that has won there since George W. Bush. So once again, this is President Trump stepping into an area that isn't traditionally an area where he could win. But last time when Biden won, just by a little over 2 percentage points. So it's definitely a battleground and worth making the stop.
No, absolutely. And part of that calculation will be the ticket. Who's going to run with him? So the Veep stakes is heating up. We've got 4 people that are rumored to be on the short list, and the New York Times is taking aim at one of them.
What y'all think of this? Doug Burgum, Marco Rubio, J.D. Vance, Cotton, O'Tom, Tim Scott, Brian Dawes. Oh, Elise Stefanik. Oh, Ben. Y'all know on our channel, man, Brian Donalds comes up a lot, man. Brian Donalds, Ben, and Marco Rubio. You know, we get a little bit of J.D. Vance every now and then, and Tim Scott. What y'all think, man?
So North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, the liberal newspaper, put out 2 stories today about Burgum, and the governor fired back on the attacks on his energy policy earlier on Fox and Friends Weekend.
What we're doing in North Dakota, it's innovation, not regulation. Innovation is the way we're going to solve any problem. Part of the reason why, the donors are pouring out in Silicon Valley is that they all understand for the new things that are coming that we need for us to maintain American dominance in our economy around the world, like crypto and like artificial intelligence. These are huge consumers of electricity, and Joe Biden's energy policies are actually reducing the amount of base load in our country, destabilizing the grid, raising prices for Americans.
Charlie, he seems intelligent on the topic, and he seems to understand what Americans want.
Well, because North Dakota has suddenly become one of the most important energy producers on the planet and in the United States, and all of that is because of American intervention. And what's great here is that you know that Burgum is probably a serious contender because the New York Times is attacking him, and he can wear that as a badge of honor.
Cheryl, they invoked his green energy policy, but they also invoked the fact, or he invoked in response the fact that Silicon Valley is starting to support their policies. Is Doug Burgum the kind of guy that can get Wall Street and Silicon Valley alike behind the Trump ticket?
Absolutely. And some of the things that he was talking about, in particular with AI, that goes to the point of why Donald Trump raised about, $13 million in San Francisco last week. Blew San Francisco. He has got Silicon Valley behind him. And I will also say, as far as his energy policy, he is a winner when it comes to what he has done in North Dakota. He's talking about carbon credits. The oil industry and the gas industry has been talking about that way. How do you offset your environmental footprint? That's something that can be bipartisan, but also can be economically strong. And it has been in a state like North Dakota. He's very well liked, by the way, in that state.
Molly, we saw the list of candidates for VP. We've got J.D. Vance, Tim Scott. Right here, actually, we have a montage, or we have a video that shows their reaction to some of this.
There's no question that I think we have an amazing, talented Republican Party and a great bench. What we need to make sure we do is have people who are ready to take this to the mat.
We've had some conversations with the Trump team, but I've actually not spoke about the vice presidential thing with the president directly. And until I do, I sort of assume this is a lot of media speculation. I want to help Donald Trump get elected because it's really important that he become the next president.
I think only one person knows who's on the short list, and that would be President
paperwork.
Trump.
All right, so in the last few minutes, we've heard from 4 of the Veep Stakes candidates there, 3 in that montage. They're all very tight-lipped.
Right,
None of them want to admit.
Coy, right?
J.D. Vance even said he hasn't even talked to Trump about it at all. What are the chances?
They tried to go after Tom Cotton there at the edge. She's like,
Yeah.
come on, have you filled out any documents? Come on, give me a hint. They're playing close to the vest. And this is Donald Trump, so we do not know what's going to happen. We don't know if that list will expand, if it'll shrink.
I love how they said that. This is Donald Trump, you know. But hey, whatever decision is made, it's going to be a great decision. But y'all let me know what y'all think of that, man. Comment down below. Oh, boy. Felon 2024. That's what they say, huh? Can't tell you what the crime is, man. It have made this man more popular than ever. Might just be a landslide. But we encourage everybody to go out and vote, man. You know, you got to get up off your and go vote. But bless you all and your families. Y'all have an amazing rest of the day, rest of the month. That the month of June treats you well. For real. This thing's finna get spicier these next couple of months, y'all. It's finna get real spicy. Put your seatbelt on. But hey, I will catch you beautiful people in the next one. Peace and love, y'all.